So joining me today is Sia Selina, one of the Foundation's interns who helped compile the Human Rights Report Card for 2023. Sia, welcome.
Thank you so much, Danelia.
So part of Sia's research took him into the realm of gender-based violence and police inefficiencies. And really, we want to talk to him today about what he learned and what he thinks could be done to address combating the scourge in South African society.
Thank you, Daniela. While the South African government has made significant strides in writing up and compiling good frameworks, legislatives, that actually are aiming to combat GBV in South Africa, including the Domestic Violence Amendment Act of 2021, as well as the GBV and Femicide Bill, which actually is sitting with NCOP. We have witnessed the research that I have done has made me witness that there's an increase in GBV despite all these frameworks and policies. And these particular trends are actually indicating that there are ineffectiveness and within systematic institutions in addressing the GBV in South Africa.
So basically what you're saying is government has put pen to paper and made good laws and is in the process of making good laws, like with the Femicide Bill that's currently in front of the Second House of Parliament that you mentioned. But the problem comes with the implementation of these laws, and that's where we're seeing almost like a bottleneck and we're seeing inefficiencies. Can you tell us a bit more about these inefficiencies and what you learned?
The most important inefficiency that actually emerged within research is that the policing institutions, their ineffectiveness in actually reporting and having these cases being reported and the proper documentation actually alludes to the fact that there is some institutional incapacities and the lack of documenting these increasing cases. And this is challenging in terms of addressing the scourge of GBV in South Africa.
Okay, so basically make it easier to lay a charge of gender-based violence assault with the police, make it more accessible, and then make sure that you've got systems in place to ensure that there's adequate follow-up and prosecution and so forth.
Yes.
Right. What are some of the proposed solutions from your end?
Thank you so much, Daniela. I personally think that combating this scourge of GBV in South Africa necessitates a multifaceted approach, that encompasses more or less three things. The first one being have to draw comprehensive legislative reforms. Mm-hmm. Secondly, to look at institutional training. Yeah. And then the third one is to actually look at societal changes. So to just touch on this last two, because the first one is actually being addressed in relations to the Femicide Bill. But with the two, I would like to recommend that the government tries to create initiatives where now the police officers are trained on how to actually tackle issues around GBV, to actually be able to report these cases in a very effective
to deal with them.
Yes, to do it in a very effective manner that will actually assist and feed into combating this scourge that we are facing in South Africa. And then secondly is to actually look at societal changes, whereby now you create an environment that actually encourages dialogues that then will bring about social empowerment, equality for women, respect, which is the most important thing, because these GBVs are always around, they happen around partners, so there should be respect, there should be equality, and obviously there should be initiatives that are aimed at addressing, speak to community mobilization, which will then feed into the prevention of GBV and its scourge. So that should be the areas where the government actually focuses on in terms of combating the scourge of GBV.
Sia, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks so much, Daniela. Thank you.